What can you tell Michiganders like me and all the people listening who feel like they're constantly under attack? We know you're there to protect, but what can you tell us to make us feel like it's not a losing battle?
That's the thing. It wouldn't be a losing battle if we could all come together in defiance and in opposition to these illegal and reckless and flagrantly illegal acts by the Trump administration. Unfortunately, what I'm seeing more often than not is people obeying in advance. People who just decide that it's easier just to succumb to whatever it is that the Trump administration wants rather than fighting back, even though so much of the time these are winning fights in the courts. Sometimes, you have to fight back and you can't win a case you never file, but if you're too afraid to even be part of the resistance or the opposition to something that you know is wrong and you know is illegal, then that's just going to embolden Trump. And whether we're talking about the universities who have done that, the law firms that have capitulated, and many others, it's deeply concerning because, the only way we know we're going to lose is by not fighting at all. If you're afraid that, you're going to lose Medicaid funding illegally, take it to the courts. Sue. Why are you just bending a knee just because that's what Donald Trump wants? And where does it end? First, it's gender-affirming care for youth. Then it's going to be gender-affirming care, for adults. Then it's going to be birth control or any form of abortion, no matter how medically necessary it is. Then it's going to be PrEP or any kind of treatment for HIV. And then from there, vaccines. And it's just going to go on and on and on. And there's never a point where you're really satisfying the Trump administration. There's no okay, this will be the last thing we have to do, and then they'll leave us alone. And that's what the law firms found the hard way, right? They capitulated right in the beginning. And first it was okay, first it's just going to be you want 1,000 hours of pro bono services. But then the next day it's something else, and the week after it's something else, and it just goes on and on and on. And if you just would have fought them in the courts in the first place, you would have won. And that's what I find to be so disheartening, all the people that are obeying in advance, even though they know that it's unconstitutional, it's illegal, and it's deeply damaging to our democracy.